Up today, head coach Chris Caputo is going to go before student athletes.
That's good.
Fire away, guys.
Thanks. Yeah, great performance, to be honest. I mean, I was, I think American, Dwayne does a great job. They've got the residue of a championship team. Had the experience of playing the NCAA tournament. And they played Wake really tough. That was a heck of a game down there. And, if you look at Wake last night versus Michigan, it's a, overtime game. So, with that being said, it's the amount of respect I have for what they're doing. Very impressed with my guys tonight and their performance. Sharing of the ball, the defensive intensity. I thought the no let up piece, the threes, obviously. I was happy, obviously, today. I'm sure I'm a coach, so tomorrow I won't be happy, but today I'm happy.
Obviously, last year, brutal overtime loss to American, right? This team has some returning players, Autry, Jones, but what makes this team, there's something feels different, either on the offensive end, like the grit you mentioned. Is there something intangible that you've seen in the offseason that just, you think this unit feels something special that you haven't had before?
Yeah, certainly. The depth is real. The defense is real. The unselfishness is real. The no agendas is real. Those are good things to have, and the talent's real. I mean, you have to have a requisite. You can have all those things. I thought last year's team had all those things for the most part, but I think our talent level is higher, with Garrett's return and then the influx of the new guys. So when you have all those intangible things with the talent level, you can have nights like this. Now, not every night's going to be like this, but you can have nights like this, and when you have the opportunity to have a night like this, you have to do it. I mean, I told the guys afterwards, the stupid metrics, I don't like them, but it is what it is. And so you got to be able to sustain performance throughout the 40 minutes. The old days, you used to put the walk-ons in with 4 minutes to go if you're up 30. Unfortunately, that's not the case anymore.
Second game of the season against a team within the district, and I think it's pretty obvious that both the fans and the players enjoy playing these games. I think there's a different energy in the Smith.
Sure.
Can you speak a little bit about the importance of games like these going forward for the program?
Yeah, Philly's got the Big Five, and it's such a great thing. We don't quite have that, but I think we have it in ways, with George Mason obviously in the league with us, trying to find ways to play American, trying to find ways to play Georgetown, trying to find ways to play Howard, would love to play Maryland. We can find ways, maybe not in quite as an organized way, but to make sure that we're touching, those games 3-4 times a year. And it is great. This is a great basketball city, high school basketball, college basketball. I've said this over and over. When I was at George Mason, went to the Final Four. GW was undefeated for the season. They were 6th in the country. Maryland won a national championship in 4 years before that. Georgetown goes to the Final Four the year after that. American was in the tournament 02, 03 in that time period. So, these programs have stability right now. I do think that too. And you're going to see more and more success. And obviously we're happy to be part of it.
Dominating on the glass tonight, 46-21. That's how encouraging is it to get that effort and that execution?
Yeah, we've hammered it. I think the way we're playing connects across the board, and the only way for it to connect properly is for those crashes and coming up with the offensive rebounds, and then being better on the defensive glass. Obviously, for a team that extends their defense like we do and is disruptive. I had a college coach who's kind of doing the things we're doing defensively called me this week and asked me about defensive rebound. I said, hey, of course, that's the challenge when you extend the way you do, and you got to have guys really disciplined with their blockouts because you're not always in blockout position. But when you are, you got to block out because there's other times you got to you're flying around. You might not be. You got to work your way in. But when you are, you can't miss a blockout. So I think both sides of the glass, we did a nice job tonight.
And then offensively, just the way that you guys were able to move the ball around, shooting 56%, 15-28 from three-point range, and how the seeds to success.
Yeah, I was just proud of it. I mean, I can't think of many selfish plays at all, to be honest. And the ball moves and process is good. that's a good sign for this group. You're talking about a bunch of guys in this team that have averaged double figures in their careers. If they were thinking about numbers, right, you'd see it, right? You'd see it. It's human nature, and yet 21 assists, and I bet you we had 35 virtual assists, and I don't see any agendas, which is great.
7 players in double figures tonight. Can you talk about what having that type of depth means for the team?
Yeah, I mean, I think just the guys, understanding. I've talked to him about, hey, maybe a different guy on that night, but every night we got enough firepower for many guys to have good nights. I don't think we'll have many nights where everyone gets shut out. So it's enjoyable. It's fun to be a part of. And you know what? Like, you don't get a chance to be a part of something like this in terms of the amount of balance we have all the time. And I've been doing this 25 years. There's only so many years when you look up and you see it, and you got to take advantage of that then. And you got to play to that identity.
Okay. Garrett Johnson, 19 points, obviously first appearance in a year and a half. How is
He had 19? No, he had 13. 13. Okay, yeah.
19 minutes.
Oh, 19 minutes, yeah.
19 minutes and 19 seconds.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. How is his minute?
Yeah, I thought he did great. I thought he settled in pretty quickly after, getting in the game and hadn't played in a couple games. I thought he did a really nice job. Had like an in and out 3, a dunk that missed, which is kind of funny. But it was a beautiful play, beautiful cut. So, yeah, thought he did great. We need him. It was, I think, a very good performance from him.
Alex in the back.
Coach, good to see you.
Good to see you, Alex.
To be 3 games into the season, playing this way, having a game like this at this early point in the season, sometimes it takes a lot longer for a team to get to a game like this. How impressed does that make you with your team that they could do this tonight already?
We have to do it, we have to. I mean, I'm happy, but I don't. It's our expectation is to play this way and play this well as often. And the score is not indicative. It's more about the process and how you're playing and your effort and your attitude and all those things. So, again, you're going to play Saturday. You might play a team, really good Old Dominion team. Hey, you're probably not winning by 40 points, and but the result is not what you look at. It's more the process, and I think I've been very impressed. You beat up on each other so much in the summer, and it's for this, so that eventually iron sharpens iron, and you're really, really sharp against your opponents.
And then Coach Simpkins was just up here. He said he thinks this is the best team you've had at GW. Would you agree with that statement?
I would think. Yeah, I mean, it's early in the season, but this is we have the chance to be the best team that I've had here, and quite honestly, the best team that's been here in a long time.
Trey Autry, we saw him limping
Yeah.
away at halftime in that boot, didn't play. Do you have any update on that? Or?
It's just an ankle, not Achilles or anything like that, so that's good.
Anything else for Coach? All right,
Thanks, guys. Appreciate it.
Thanks, guys.
Thanks, Coach.
No, at first you were lagging. Good job. All right, we'll take questions for Garrett Johnson and Rafael Castro. Who wants to order this off? Ben.
Garrett, I know it's been a long road back for you, and I know you played at Georgetown, but what was it like tonight getting in the game in a real non-exhibition game?
Yeah, no, it was great. Obviously been a long time coming, and I was excited to be out there with my teammates and just playing. Obviously, it took me a couple minutes to kind of settle into the game, but once that happened, it was great to be back out there again.
Questions? Go ahead.
Obviously, both of y'all have been on this team before. You've been sticking around kind of this program. Team feels very different this year. The offense is so fluid. Everyone's getting touches, 7 guys in double digits. What do you guys attribute that to? Is it scheme? Is it just the practice? What's letting you guys play such unselfish ball?
Yeah, I say it's just a mix of everything. I feel like everybody on the team understands we all have one common goal, and that's to win. And the buy-in on this team has been amazing.
Castro plus 27 for you tonight with no personal fouls. What was working out there for you tonight that you were struggling with in the first couple games?
I kind of just came into this game, like one of my main focuses was staying in the game for one, and just understanding that I'm important to the team and I had to stay in the game for us to be successful.
Dan?
Question for both of you guys. You out-rebounded by 25. You also turned them over 16 times. How satisfying a defensive performance was this evening, and how, if you could address the energy that was out there too?
Yeah, I mean, I think it just plays into who we are. That's what we practice, and that's what our identity is. So I think it is satisfying when you can go out there and perform the way you know you have to perform in the way we practice. So yeah, that's who we need to be every game.
Alex?
For both you guys, just, Coach was kind of touching on this a little bit just now before I think you guys were in here hearing it, but, sometimes it takes teams a while to get to a performance as good as this, but you guys in the third game of the season at 3-0 were able to have a performance on both sides of the ball like this tonight. What does that say about this team, and how good are you guys feeling to have a game like this tonight?
I think I speak for everybody when I say it feels good. Definitely, we talked about response a lot, and coming off a big win, we had the choice to get complacent and not do what we do, or respond how we did today, and that's just be who we are every day.
And then in terms of just basketball here in the DMV, obviously, the AU had the season they had last year. Maryland's had some good years. Georgetown's had success. How much do you guys take pride in having a chance this year to bring GW up and get you guys into that conversation of making a name for yourselves in the DMV?
Yeah, I mean, I think we know what kind of potential we have with the talent we have, and obviously the DMV is a great basketball area. There's great college teams, but I think playing Georgetown, obviously we didn't win that game, but I think we were right there physically with them, and that kind of proved to us, like, it doesn't matter who it is, like, we can be physical and play hard with anybody. So that's kind of what we need to carry over the rest of the season.
Dave?
Keys tonight offensively for you guys, you shot 56%, 15 of 28 from three-point range. What was the big factor in being able to be so productive offensively?
I say just sharing the ball and understanding once the ball goes in, that energy is just contagious. So once we see one go in, it's nothing to hit an extra pass or kick it out for another three and just continue with that.
Was there any moment in the second half where somebody's like, hey, save this for the A-10 season?
Nah, we was talking about keeping our foot on their necks the whole game.
Yeah.
Obviously, Garrett, you had that crazy dunk attempt, right? The story's been the knee injury, the knee soreness. How do you feel trusting yourself to go up and be aggressive and make a play and trust your body like that?
Yeah, no, I think obviously I wish next time I need to make that. But I think it was good just for me and just for everybody to see I'm okay. I didn't want there to be any reservations going into the game of me not being able to perform. So I think it just goes into the work that I did with the training staff all week, last 2 weeks. And hopefully we just keep building on that. Yeah.
Anything else for student athletes? Go ahead.
Yeah, 26 of 33 from the line. This team in the past has struggled from free throw lines. Do you think that this is coincidental, or do you think that this is something you guys focus on? Yeah.
I say it's definitely a focus. Everybody gets in the gym and shoots their free throws, and understanding how crucial those free throws could be in any other game, and just getting on the line, and knocking it down.
Anything else? All right. Thank you, John.
Thank you.
Thanks, everybody.
Appreciate it.
Thanks, guys.